A name that resonates strongly in Italy, idolized as a romantic heartthrob, but in Turkey it provokes criticism, doubts, and even ridicule. How can the same person evoke such opposite perceptions in two countries that are geographically close but culturally so different? In Italy, Can is the ideal man. Exotic, attractive, muscular, attentive to women, recites poems, brings flowers. His looks and style captivated the audience from the very start. Producers turned him into a media phenomenon, and the Italian press follows him as if he were royalty. Every post becomes news, every move is orchestrated. But across the sea, in his homeland, the picture is completely different. In Turkey, he's accused of being superficial, a bad actor, exaggerated, and innocentic. His body language and emotional performances do not convince. They call him a scripted model more than an actor. And worse, his distant and sometimes arrogant behavior toward the media and female fans doesn't go unnoticed. The contradiction doesn't stop there. While in Italy, he is introduced as the Turkish prince, in Turkey he is seen as someone who turned his back on his homeland after breaking up with Demet, never looking back. None of his former co-stars or producers defend him. That public loneliness says more than 1,000 headlines. All this raises an inevitable question. What is real and what is part of a show? Also, all this raises an inevitable question. What is real and what is part of a show? Is Can Yaman the romantic we see in series or the cold, calculating man criticized in Turkey? The truth perhaps lies in the contrast. In Italy, his career is built on image and marketing, while in Turkey, they demand talent and authenticity. And without real emotional connection, without genuine artistic commitment, media glitter fades as quickly as it shines. Today, his European fame supports him. But tomorrow, who will? Because muscles age, trends change, but the soul of the artist, if true, endures. I've followed Demet's journey for a long time, and the more I watch her, the more I realize she is a woman who has chosen silence as a form of resistance. While others talk, speculate, or even attack, she responds with elegance, with work, and with a calmness that disarms. In a showbiz world where everything is overexposed, she's managed to protect herself, tracing a path that doesn't need scandals to draw attention. Many of us remember her for the unforgettable chemistry with Can Yaman in Daydreamer, and although their story was a hot topic for years, Demet never exploited that fame for personal gain. She never used harsh words, never fueled rumors, never responded to the provocations of certain media outlets. She chose respect and, above all, chose to move forward with her life and career without looking back. Demet is one of those artists who grow in silence. She doesn't need to shout to prove her talent, nor create scandals to make headlines. She doesn't need to shout to prove her talent, nor create scandals to make headlines. On the contrary, every project she does carries her mark, that of an actress who gives her all, who chooses challenging roles, who takes risks. And that, for me, is worth more than 1,000 interviews or photo shoots. Some think her success is just luck or beauty, but those who truly follow her know that behind it lies sacrifice, discipline, and an inner strength that has sustained her even when her private life was scrutinized. Yes, there were hard times, breakups, disappointments, criticisms, but she never strayed from her path. Not even when people tried to reduce her to being Can Yaman's ex, as if her worth depended on a past relationship. I've read comments accusing her of coldness, of being distant, as if her choice not to be overly exposed was a flaw. But I see it as a sign of emotional intelligence. Demet understood that true freedom isn't answering everything said about you, but living with coherence. While others play with their image, she builds a career that depends on no one but herself. And the most admirable part is that, despite this professional focus, she hasn't lost her warmth. Just watch her in interviews with fans, in small, sincere gestures that show she hasn't let fame harden her. She's still the woman who smiles with her eyes, who listens, who cares about details, who keeps an honest relationship with her audience. That's why it bothers me when she's constantly compared to Can, as if she couldn't exist without him. They are two different paths, two souls that once met and left a mark, but that doesn't define who she is. Demet is much more than a past story. She is a complete artist, a woman who doesn't need noise to shine, and who continues to show that true success is built with integrity, step by step. Today, while some exploit nostalgia, she looks ahead. And that's what I admire most about her. Her ability to be reborn without denying the past, her elegance in not answering provocations, her maturity in a world that rewards superficiality. Demet Özdemir doesn't need to justify anything. She has already proven with her actions who she is, and she continues to prove it in every role, every gesture, every silence.